Hey, what's up everyone? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the Marvel Legends SKAAR figure. This guy does some things really well and some things horribly, so I thought he would be worth taking a look at. He stands about 7.5 inches tall, so size-wise he's pretty well done. I'm okay with that. But if you look, his anatomy is horrible. He's got really long, fairly narrow legs. Almost no groin region at all. It goes right into his abdomen. And he's got a really tiny chest and upper torso area. Tiny shoulders and then really big arms. So it just looks really freaking weird, to be completely honest. I don't care for that very much. You can kind of hide it by posing him, but they really screwed up the proportions. I think it's kind of cool the way they did the coloring between that like light green turquoisey color and the white shading. That's okay. I do like the way they did this paintwork on here. It's fairly well done, but the figure is fairly goofy looking all the way around. As far as articulation goes, the head is just on a ball peg. You can see that's just not going to work out very well. You can kind of move it around a little bit, but not very much. The hair is sculpted pretty well, but it gets in the way of the articulation. The face, it's okay. I don't know. He looks kind of like a pretty boy. So I don't think I like that very much. And then he's got those really tiny chest muscles. Pecs are way disproportionate. The shoulders, they work okay. They have a little bit of a range of motion. They can't go straight down at all. They don't go too far out. They do obviously rotate around, but it's just not sculpted well at all. The elbow is a single joint. You get about 90 degrees, not quite. It does rotate since there's no bicep swivel, but it's still not very great. The wrist rotates in there and has a hinge. And of course he has a gripping hand on both sides for his accessories. The diaphragm joint, it actually works really well. It goes all the way around. It's a shame his upper body is so horribly sculpted because the diaphragm joint actually works really well on this guy. From the back it's kind of ugly, but from the front it's just fine. This is a floating skirt piece, but it doesn't go where it belongs. It usually rides up like that, and he looks even more bad than he normally does. If you pull it all the way down, it's a little bit better. So he's got some undies on there, and then the hip articulation is really limited by this, but it's almost a wide joint, but they almost go straight up actually, so you kind of have to rotate it around and then bend the knee, and it really screws up the anatomy. So the hips suck. There's no thigh swivel in the knee with the knee hinge, which sucks also. There's a ankle swivel and an ankle hinge, but those don't work all that well. And he's got hollow feet, so that's no good. So you can never pose him with his feet showing. So you're probably wondering, with all of this bad stuff, what I think they did well. Well, what I think they did well is, like I said, the hair is done well. This paintwork is done well. Then like the wrist thing, this thing here, and then the boots, they all look pretty good. It makes me think that they could have done a decent figure if they had just not screwed up the body so much. If they didn't screw up the hinging, or the articulation, as we like to call it, and the anatomy, it wouldn't be that bad at all. He has this knife, which is permanently sheathed, which I don't care for, but that can peg onto there. And then he has this knife, which is not anything to really write home about, but it's got some paintwork and it's semi-metallic, so that's okay. So he can hold that. I don't know if he came with anything else. I don't remember, but if he did, I don't have it. So, do I recommend it? Probably not, but once you get him posed, you put him on the shelf, maybe raise the leg a little bit, bend the knee, I don't know, bring the foot up. You can probably make him look not horrible if you're really trying to, but unless you're a big SKAAR fan or just really want to add him to the collection, see, like right there, he looks pretty cool. But if you spend too much time looking at him, he looks pretty horrible. So again, it's okay. It's pretty bad, but you can kind of work around it if you're willing to try. I wouldn't spend too much money on this guy just because of all of those problems. So it's really going to come up to you. I can't necessarily recommend it unless you really need a SKAAR figure. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.